Hello everyone. Today I'm going to build another nano tank for you. I know this is one of your favorite topics. We always have a Danerla Nanocube running in the entrance of the shop just to showcase this curved edge, and this is quite special compared to everything else we have. But what's new now is this is white glass. This is the new Nanocube of Danerla. It's basically Opti-White glass, so low iron glass as you are used to in all our other tanks. It's not available yet in the 10 and 20 liters and 60 liters. Probably later on Danerla gonna release them as well. And also this is a size change, because if you remember, the previous Nanocubes in the showroom were 20 liters, usually built by Donny. He's on vacation at the moment, so this is gonna be me now. And another thing, a big surprise for you. I'm gonna be using wood. This is something you've requested a lot because my comfort zone is with stones. Obviously, this is a bit large compared to the size of the tank. So my main idea is to cut this up into smaller pieces and also some thinner ones and build a forest in this size. Welcome to the beautiful world of aquascaping. So what I have here is different thickness of Rama twisted wood. Obviously the pieces are too big, so we're going to cut them down for the height of the tank. I'm going to have the thickest parts in the front and going gradually to the thinner ones, so that can create depth, because usually what you see further away seems smaller. So these would create similar sized trees in a very big depth. First of all, I'm going to mark the heights I need. I just want them to stick out from the water level just a very small bit, and then we're going to cut them. What I've done is cut the bottom flat, so now I can try it into the tank. What I'm aiming for is to have it trimmed just under the glass itself, about here. Sort of stands. Obviously, I don't want to lean it to the glass one in the finished project because I want to be able to clean it. But for starters, it's fine. You can measure out the second one. What I'm going to try and do now is use some two-sided tape, which is going to hold the wood in place temporarily before the final gluing. But this way I can see how it evolves without fixing anything in its final place. Clearly, this won't be the easiest setup to maintain. It's starting to make sense now. I'm not sure how much you see it. The very thick ones, the medium ones, and the thin ones in the back are going gradually. That was the point. And only slight problem with this tank is that you're gonna have to look it from the very middle, from the very front, to get the result I want to show. So that's gonna be tricky. We've always been using with the 20 liter the factory Danerla corner filter with all the extensions, biomedia and everything else. It's been stable for very long, so I'm hoping we get the same result with the 30 liter. But I forgot to put this in before building the hardscape, so I just have to make sure that I don't put any more wood in this corner and we should be fine then. That's most of the hardscape done. I'm actually going to put in some more pieces of wood on the sides, which you won't even see from the front, but it's going to be visible in the reflections. So yeah, just a few pieces left and then we can start planting. I'm gonna glue them in one by one, so that way I can make sure that when I pour in the soil and when we fill it up, they don't move and they don't come up. It's really important to keep all the pieces in the direction I want them, because they are going to be visible in only one place. What I'm going to try to do is just push the piece of paper beside the wood, put on some glue. Let's hope it sticks. Yeah, it's glued to the glass, but it's not holding the wood. That's clearly not working. That's gonna cure later on. That, along with the soil, it's probably gonna be stable enough. Should try a big one. Lots of glue and the wood with the paper towel. Works. Magic. Basically, I glued the paper towel onto the wood by accident, to be honest, on the previous one. Ah! Oh, thank you very much. Then we have glue, and then we have the piece of wood. Getting better and better. Who exactly let Donny go on a vacation when there's a nanocube to be built? That's my only question. Yeah, I should have glued all the moss onto the wood before gluing them in. This one I'm still not confident this is done, but there's gonna be so much soil in the back that it's gonna hold it anyway. So, that's good. That's good. As the glue heats up, actually some of it evaporates, and then you can get some glue on the glass itself. It's not going to be easy to remove, but at least the wood is in place. And I think we're going to try to work on that with the scraper. This is Balázs, right? Okay. I feel no shame. Maintenance crew is going to hate me after this, I'm sure. I think it has depth, and that was the goal. It's already quite good. I want a sand pad as well, just to make my life more difficult. Okay, let's go ahead with the soil. I'm gonna use some leftover stuff. There is some Power Sand Advanced S. I always use Colorado, so now it's going to be La Plata sand. I don't want to plan this. Can I ask someone else to do it? I know what goes where, but I don't want to do it. Not made for proper hand sizes. We're gonna follow the same rules as with the hardscape. Big leaves on front, small leaves in the back. For the big bushes, I have Sterogene repens. It's gonna be at the very front, which is unusual, let's say, but it's gonna look cool. Then going backwards, I have the Rotala bonsai. We're gonna have one layer of that, Graziola. Then towards the back we're going to go to the red colors, because I'm going to be using the Chihiro C2 RGB, so we're going to have a lot of lights for red colors to pop, and that's going to be the Rotala Macranda Red Mini and the Rotala Valici in the very back side. Thinner leaves going to the back, so we have the rounded ones in the front and going towards these pointy like leaves, which again makes you feel that they are smaller. On the wood pieces, we have two types of Bucephalandra. The Serimbu Brown goes to the front and the mini needle leaf goes to the back, again with the size change. And I have two types of moss. I have Ricardia and some Physidans Mini. I took them out from my own Iwagumi layouts. Actually, the Ricardia has started to grow in my 60p Wagumi, which should be Eleocharis mini only. There was no other plant inside, and now it's full of Riccardia, so I stole some from there. And the Physidens mini came out from the IAPLC tank, which is basically collapsing right now. It's not in its best shape, let's put it that way, but the moss is really healthy. I also want to put some of the moss on the ground, so I'm going to use small bits of Dragonstone. I'm going to glue on the moss and put it in. So what you see now, lots of sand, actually some of it will be covered with mossed on pieces of rock. It's going to be narrower and I want some twists put into it. I have a very long Chihiro's pin set. You guys know me, I hate working with long pin sets, but there's no other way. Nothing. So we're going from the front. As I mentioned, I have the storage and repens. I need a longer pin set, the 45. Let's see. This has no tension, none at all. I don't really know if any of this will hold. That will actually hold the plants down. So remind me that I need to pour soil everywhere on all the plants because they're not gonna hold. Rotala bonsai next. Graziola. Next step, fit as much of the red mini in here as we can. Okay, this is not the best practice, don't do this, but desperate times. I've hidden half of the plants, but they're gonna come out to the light. So. And this is the Wallichi at the back. It's gonna take some time to turn red and to actually grow. Okay, now we're gonna have to sort it out that I have to see it from the front all the time.
Lately nothing goes in my direction. Lately nothing's coming my way. Keep drowning every bit of my devotion. Sinking deeper every day.
I feel like I'm Balaji. I've prepared way too much plants. I chose plants that don't really need trimming because it would be impossible. The only thing needing trimming is the backside, the Wallichi, which obviously you can reach because that's an open area.
But I will get up, work even harder. My mama used to say that it's the way it goes. Feelings gonna make me smarter. And to realize that the river always ends up in the ocean.
We're gonna create the front with the Physidens. I'm gonna use it in here to have something in the very front to begin the tank because that's not much. And then for the stones on the sides, we're gonna use the Riccardia. I'm done, actually, and I'm quite happy. Considering that I had to build with wood, I think it turned out quite nice. This is something new in the showroom. It's like these small bushes, isn't it? You really feel like you're in the forest. Please let me know if you like it as well. So I should know if I should ever build with wood again or stick with rocks. Oh yeah, CO2 system. We're gonna stick with the nail one. This is the biological CO2 system. And this is, in our experience, perfect for up to 20-30 liters. So should be fine for this. I'm gonna move it in its place and you're gonna see it filled up, which I'm quite curious. I'm not sure that none of the plants will float. Let's see. And see you next time. Bye-bye.